and welcome to this new episode of Continuum Gaming, this time around in English as you may already have noticed, and today we are going to have a look at 3 different games again, which will be Gold Miner, Rider Feet and Snaggle. My name is Gerald and as always I've got a couple of different things with me, which are of course, for instance, this ARC mouse, which is just a Bluetooth mouse. Then we are going to use a Foldable keyboard, which is this keyboard here. And of course, there could be the Xbox One as wireless controller and or other gamepads and stuff like that, but there is no game at the moment that is going to support that in this mashup. And so we are going to leave that one next to the screen and we are not going to use that. Other than that, of course, we need something like the Lumia 50 XL, which is a Continuum enabled smartphone. You can see it here. And this smartphone is going to power everything. And so in the end, this is connected with a USB-C connector at the bottom here, and it's going to use its Continuum feature to produce this kind of desktop-like experience by just sending over the information for that to this display dock, which is connected to the TV and is more or less a USB-C app. And it's a very good one, and so we can connect different things to it, and especially for audio and stuff like that, it's really a great one. And other than that, of course, we can use now our, for instance, mouse and everything I just showed you to control this desktop-like experience, and that is what this is all about. If you want to know more about that, please have a look at the corner up there. There are a couple of different other videos where I'm going to talk about that too. And yeah, then I would say let's start with the first game. The first game is called Gold Miner. It's a pretty small game, but I really like it somehow. It's more or less training your three-dimensional or angel degree, whatever, brain more or less. So everything about geometry and stuff like that, if you're good at that, that's going to help you here. Let's see what's going on. So for now, I'm just going to go to Gold Miner HD in this case. And yeah, all this is more or less all about is this little guy here. And the little guy you see here is going to try to dig for different things. There might be some kind of advertisement sometime. Turn that down a little. In general, you can jump that. So go to the other upper left here and you can just click on that and it should go away. And they are going to ask you if you really want to, because there's some kind of thing you can gain from that, but we don't want to do that. So just go back here. I'm going to get rid of, no, it's already gone. So what you can see here is we have now a couple of different options. For instance, at this point, if for instance the language is the wrong one or something, you might want to switch it here. Otherwise, if you don't want, for instance, to use music or the sound part in this, which is not there anyway, if you ask me, but whatever. And after that, just click on play. There, of course, let's change it to English, because we're in the English version here, so go to the US here, so you can see what's going on here. And yeah, this is more or less what the game is all about. Let's click on that. Something. Okay. Yeah, and now you can see here a couple of different options you can play, so more or less a couple of different levels which are going to be there, and you can see there are a lot of them. And if I go back here, you can see I have played the first 6 of already, and we are going to play the 7th one. It really doesn't matter that much. As you can see, what's going on here is there's a timer running out, more or less, and what you want to achieve is a goal of 1,611 points. And all you can see here are different treasures and of course stones and stuff like that. So the stones are going to block you from getting the treasures, and the other parts are just there to be collected. And as you can see, here is this little kind of crane or something that is going to be used to get all of this. And what you are going to do is you're just pressing the mouse button, or with a finger if you are going to play this on touch, and then you can, for instance, collect it. But as you can see, the crane is going to go exactly straight in the direction he is in at the moment when you click. And so you really have to try to get the right angle or degree here and go into that. And of course you can, for instance, get stones and stuff too. Those are very, very slow to grab. That's the one thing that's going to happen here. And while they're slow to grab, they don't give you much of a score, more or less. So if you really want to get it done in the right way, just try to get the jewelry and the different kind of other stuff that you're going to find here. There's a ring and stuff like that, and some kind of other treasures, more or less. And it's called gold miner, but gold is not the best thing. Diamonds are the best thing, if you ask me. I think they give the most points. You can see that it's really not hard in the first levels to do that, even if you would collect everything here that is not really a treasure. For instance, the rock and stuff like that. It's not going to hurt you much, because the timer is really, really long at the start. It's going to be harder and harder in the upcoming parts, but in the end that's more or less what the game is all about. And now you can see you can go to the next level. There's a bonus which is going to be paid off, which is more or less what you gained over that. And other than that, you can see these are the numbers I gained in the different levels here, and then just go on, try to get it. And it's going to be harder and harder all the time, because the timer is going to run out more easy and stuff like that. But in the end, it's really not that hard to play this game. You can really play it whenever you want to. Just try to get rid of some time or something on the bus stop or wherever. Then you are really, really good to play this, and it should work out. Okay, so let's have a look at the second game in this mashup. It's called Rider Feet. This one is a pretty nice iteration of something we already know. Let's try to find it. Oh, okay, this is one of the games that is again in the Play Store differently listed, or in the game differently listed than it's here. I think it's bike racing. Let's see. Nope, not that one, sorry. Go to the next one. I think then it has to be Moto. Yeah, probably Motor Riders Racing. Let's use that. And yeah, this is one of the games where in the game, yeah, you see it, it's Rider's Feet, but in the playing fields it's a different one. So it's a little bit different or difficult to find that, but if you have, then it's really, really not that bad. Yeah, other than that, you can of course get rid of the different banners here. Be very aware that you have to exactly press on the X in between the red bar, not anywhere else, otherwise you're going to open it. And other than that, we can of course get rid of the toolbar or the Windows bar at the bottom here, and then just press on play. What you are going to be faced here are different levels you're going to play again, and the different levels are going to be played, yeah, of course, each one after another, of course. And what you are going to do here is you are going to use the keyboard keys in general, and those are going to be used with different combinations. I'm going to show you that. Let's go to the fourth level for now. And here you can see this is more or less your gamer. You have a timer running here, so the score is going to be defined by that. And what you can see already is it's pretty big. And what we are going to do here is we are just going to press next and try to write this parkour then. The good thing about this game is that it's really, really, it can be played easily. You're not going to die all the time and stuff like that. But in the end, it's hard enough to force you to think a little. What we are going to do here is we are going to press the up button for jumping, as you can see, and the right button for going there, and if you are in the air more or less, you can press down too. But in the end, this is more or less all you have to do here. So of course backward is possible too. But then you really just have to try to go over those different obstacles here. And it's not unfair to play this game. It's possible. Even so, I am at the moment not very successful at it. Let's see if I can do that in a better way. So just get a little bit of speed before, and then at the right moment we have to press yeah, we are over that. Cool. And we are going to go to different obstacles. You can of course fall down, so be very, very careful about that. Don't press the speed up button all the time or something. It's going to hurt you otherwise. Whoa. We're pretty fast at the moment. Yeah, and now we are stuck again. Let's go back. A little bit of speed. Press it in the right moment. Was a little bit of the wrong moment. Let's try it again. Not good. Try again. Not sure if we can even do this now without the speed. Come on. Nope. We're going to die. Okay, so if you fall over, of course you're going to die. You have to start over again. So let's do that. And then of course you need some kind of speed, but you shouldn't be too keen about that. As you have seen here, it's not a good way to play this game. But in the end, it's not very hard. So at least for the levels I played before, that's pretty fair if you ask me. Just try to get the right kind of speed for the right obstacle and try to go over the obstacles. And that's more or less what this game is all about. Come on, go over it. Yes, okay. And yeah, this is what this game is all about. You just have to not fall down, try to go over the obstacles. It's pretty large, pretty nice graphics if you ask me for such a game. And just try not to die. This is more or less what you're going to have to do here. Come on, go over it. Okay, done. As you can see, it's more of trouble to go over the different obstacles here than to die or something, which I find pretty nice in this case, because in general those games tend to just kill you very, very fast, as mentioned here before. But in the end, it's really a nice little game. Try it out. It's not too hard for such a game, not too easy for such a game too, as you can see. Okay. I'm just a little bad at the moment, have to admit that. It's not really the game that is that challenging or something, it's more like I am doing wrong decisions here. And the cool thing is that, of course, if you hit the up button, for instance, he's going to jump, and he's going to do that over and over again. So if you want to try it out, just try it out. It should work kind of nicely. And one other cool thing about... No! Stupid. One other cool thing about this... Oh, I can drive it without it. That's fun. I can drive it without the driver on it. The interesting thing, it's not that long of a game, so if you want to go for one of the levels, for instance, just play them. You're not going to waste a lot of time for that. You're just going to go through that like this, and yeah, this is more or less what we can do with this game. I think I'm just going to take one of the levels before, so it's a little bit easier, so I can easier show you what's going on here. Not that I would be able to do those neither. Come on. yeah, you really don't have to care too much in this level, I think. Jump over it. Yes, come on. That again. Okay, come on. I'm just not good at that at the moment. You can play it very, very easily in general, but yeah, I'm dying all the time, so you don't have to see my whole misery here. So just let's have a look at the third game in this mashup, which is Snaggle. And Snaggle is something you all know already, but it's in a nice little iteration, I think. It's, of course, something like Snake. So it's not exactly Snake, I'm going to show you why, but it's Snake in somehow. And I'm going to turn around for that. It's not extremely fast or something for a Snake game, for instance. It can be pretty fast, but it's not extremely fast. But I really like it because you can play it with the finger very easily. And the interesting thing is you are going to be able to more or less draw a line where the snake is going to go. And it's very, very child-like, and you can use it for a child or for yourself, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, more or less go to the settings first, let's see what's going on there. So if you, for instance, are annoyed from the music or the sound, you can turn it off. We will leave it there. Maybe a little bit less loud. And now let's play one of the games here. So as you can see, there are different kind of levels, more or less, or different kind of not really levels. Levels are more or less the ones here. It's more or less about different kind of environments you're going to play here. And this is, of course, your little snake. And what you are going to do here, you are going to draw a line where the snake is going to go along. And at the start, that's really, really very, very easy, of course. Especially since you can just leave it like that. If you want to, for instance, speed this up, just click on that. Now it's going to be twice as fast as before, and as in Snake, you just have to go for the apples or the different stuff you're going to find. Don't hit the walls outside, and of course don't hit yourself. Everybody knows how to play Snake, I think. And at the start it's really, really easy. You can really, really do it in a very, very easy way. After a while there are going to be power-ups and stuff like that. And of course the more apples you're going to eat, the longer you're going to get. And the faster your snake is going to run around. And yeah, this is more or less what makes the game a little bit harder. But at the start it's really not very, very hard to do. And there are those eggs too. Eggs are more or less like diamonds and stuff like that in other games, so they are very, very, very seldomly given to you. And you can of course upgrade stuff and I think do another visibility and stuff like that. It's a nice little iteration here. And sooner or later there is, for instance, some kind of a storm upgrade. Let's see if we can find that. At the moment it's pretty easy for us. Okay, there's a power upgrade. It's more or less to freeze your snake for a little while, and you can then try to print a new one if you're going to get it, of course, or a new line more or less. Many of those power-ups are going to go away after a short little while, so be aware of that. And as you can see, your snake is getting longer and longer and faster and faster. As in any snake game, this is happening. And just try to not hit yourself, stuff like that. It's not important if you, for instance, go like this. As you can see, you can just draw your lines to go on the screen here, and then the apples are more or less your high score you're going to achieve. And I'm a little bit waiting for the more interesting power-ups I want to show you, but somehow they're not going to be shown in this kind of way now. Which is a little bit troublesome for me, but whatever. Okay, let's let him run a little. And as you can see, the apple is going to wander to the end more or less. And there is, for instance, something that's pretty cool. A power-up that is going to help you to get all the apples easier. And after a while, if you're ready, just go on again. Draw the next line here. And just wait for the snake to go there. And if we, for instance, speed this a little bit down or up, you can do that whenever you want to do. And just to let you know, it's not going to be over if the snake is going to hit the last version here or something, or the arrow more or less. It's just going to go straight in that direction, and this is more or less pretty much over after a short little while then. But as you can see, we are gaining speed here. And there's one I don't know neither till now, so let's see what this is all about. Probably something... Oh. Now we are ghosts. Probably we can go through each other or something, I'm not sure. Oh, this is... No. Can I read? Yeah, okay. As you can see... Okay, died. But as you can see, if for instance your turn path is troublesome, you can even try to redo it and stuff like that. And after a while you're going to be available there. And then they are going to give you this little icon, this little screen here to go on and do that. If you want to go to the next screen, for instance, just go to the garden now. The garden is just another little place to play around. The interesting thing, for instance, is that in the garden you can go to the other side by going to one of those parts here, as you can see. Come on. So it's not going to be dead or death if you're going to hit the wall or something. It's just going to slide over there, go up in the next direction and play on from there. Same with this, for instance. We are just going to start all over again there then. So the different kind of little play fields here are pretty much different, and they really give you some kind of different levels and stuff like that too. And yeah, this is more or less what this snake part is all about. There are different kind of levels now we can play here, and of course it's pretty fun to play them if you like Snake, of course. If you don't like Snake, don't play this game, because it's really a Snake game, and it's going to be a very Snake-like experience. So if, for instance, you just... Oh, this might be too close, don't know. Let's see. It's always fun to see all the different parts here. So in this case, for instance, the ghost is going to make yourself passable, I think. So you're not going to die. What I like to do is to draw some kind of images with it too. That makes it a little bit more fun. Yeah, and I think I already showed you everything that is going to be showable here. So just try to play it like this. And just try to do it like this. You can challenge yourself a little bit, as you can see. If you, for instance, try different kind of more or less vector-like behavior and stuff like that. So go into one direction, try to hit something, then it's more or less like a billiard game or something. It's a little bit fun with a different kind of experiences here, with a different kind of environments here and stuff like that. So if you like Snake, try it out. I like it for somehow. And it's really a very slow game, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And you can just play it on to get rid of some kind of time you have on your hand. And other than that, I would say this is more or less the end of the episode. Hope you had one or two games that you liked, and yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I hope you had a fun time with this, and we will see us in the next episode again next week. And yeah, other than that, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. Don't hesitate to put a comment down below if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and of course if you want to subscribe, it's the button down below. So thank you for watching, see you and bye bye.